Ase enti wonana no ma na o ma ba o manya tumi sabi a ye di nsem hunu no cannot come and rewrite the political history of this particular country and seek to impose on us these criminal saboteurs are in the past, no. Omo ye and again JB Danquah Nkromaji independence na oye de oye nyina no. They never relented o. Boni ya na wo mutima omo make sure say Nkroma will not succeed, no. They never stop. Eba say no okọ prison. The guy I can say yes he celebrating no as a national hero, no. He was charged with treason. That is the biggest, the heinous crime in the country. Okọ who prison.
Near
Nipa no almost say young credit no. He died in the prison as a petty criminal.
Wow.
Our jail, he was writing letters, and I have a copy of his letter here, writing to Kwame Nkrumah, reminding him, Kwame Nkrumah so by and Adam for no debe and debe me yin free, but we are down the book kura nyaro so nya be kind na op books and then I say whole lot of stuff.
For the supposed found
hero no. He died in prison like a petty criminal.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Kege.
Me have ma.
What there?
I haven't even can say once I don't demand Mama Eba party. Yamame.
Ivan, my name is from the other side. Maybe I would know from where you sit. Ghana is saying.
Let's go. They can mention what here for. I said for the past 1 week in the Namini Accra, I'm by Rantino.
Okay.
Yeah. Namin that. Yeah, but I think they all follow news now. Heard the Akosu Kroma. It's almost the same thing. I think sentiments being expressed by Ghanaians and across the country, you know, it's almost the same. Because it's soon a month for it's everywhere. That is what is going on.
Wow.
And a child said on mine baby a jinano. And this yes so because we are in the situation and we are all looking for a way out. So I think that we continue to do what we do best because baby a jinane and Samra McCoy and Amete Independence Day.
That's right.
Comments na sama na edi ateneo on the internet na wuti sama president Kokanya clearly a choice this is nipa munu omo ho the omo de Ghana for awurami nyina achi no anya da se obi anu ne ho and the fact is nipa shada se ombe perceive the more die change the people of this particular country, you know, it's quite apparent. So I think Alaska feeling it across the country is almost the same.
Wow. After 11 radio down to 92.3, that was Ivan Kyei Innocent. Yeah, share your discussion. I said, Ivan, my main phone shots here, not KK, and pay we come in and the kaki, pim and in the Akikamo, and not do you. Ivan, my main phone shots here. Founders Day celebration and president's comments. President said or rejected totally. Say Kwame Nkrumah and Anipa Baku and Ghana founded Ghana. Right up, Yanko.
Yeah, Alaska, my bencher na me sancha what here for him.
A tear for you also.
I'm sir Akufo-Addo. Sometimes option no ne name be all year ne said was your conducting home over the years now. I am not surprised that there is anything that will ever come from the president. Any Ghanaian will be surprised.
Really?
Yes, because in some Oka, Abraba Obo, ne de Ekoso in this country, no, there seem to be the similarities are quite striking. And Manyame Mama so be make that particular station. And it's quite unfortunate. Alaska, all started, you know, there has been this desperation, this desperate attempt to hoodwink Ghanaians into believing, say, JB Danquah and his ancestors, Nipa from his bloodline, people who fought, and I think in recent times, he had said, Bebre says, I'm running Nanano school fighting to liberate this country, you know, na Ghana for Makano. Very often you hear some of these comments from people right. Like Gabi and Co. And you see,
that's right.
Yes, you see, it's silly when educated people begin to speak in this particular line, and it's quite unfortunate. So, baby, I free by say first now soldier for now best Sam cry. Echo train you more than more corner. Alaska, Ufa will be bad. The first thing you have to do is you unscript them. Unscript them means a orientation. I didn't independence. Would can you free nitimansa?
Okay.
Before you re-educate the person, now our personal for whatever you want to use. Exactly. So you first unscript them, you re-educate them, and you repurpose them for whatever agenda aware. Almost as they sought to re-unscript Ghanaians.
Okay.
By churning out a lot of propaganda. The movie attempt to re-educate us. Now you move away from the Nkrumah line, then JB Danquah and other people will come and near Maya Makaya Sika Yasano Independence Day celebration. A First Republic, day free ho, Nema Aquasunya. Clearly, this desperation has always been apparent. Now, Nema no more in Alaska, what's Nasi now for do arms now? One thing and very apparent.
Okay.
The poverty of intellect in the way a man or more yes about Nyansa and Kahon.
I don't know me Nyansa and
Gabi. I'm a baby why. Alaska, to begin with. Obian who bet me at Teneba Biakase, a dear friend independence. Set of mine, a wow, a hochirim. Not all struggle to put itself out. No, one person bet me a year, it's not possible. And it has never been done anywhere. So Nipano Muheli in Nkrumah in this country, no. Nobody and now seeking to discount the individual role by other people.
A play.
Because Kwame Nkrumah want to be independent. That is a fact, and we don't need a president to tell us. Obi already history, Obi onim, and even not just Ghana. Let me take you to South Africa. The struggle, appetite, no, ekofa and an attempt to liberate themselves from that colonial rule, no. Alaska, it took a lot of people, effort. Mandela and Kwaneko prison. There are several other people who went to jail with Mandela.
That's right.
Some died in prison. There are students omo ye film be Sarafina.
That's right.
And ye movie kakeo, a real story no ye movie. Students were part of the agitation. Almost shoot to a man for so students were sacrificed. Nipa or no or ye protester ye kuno or na Mandela or Tias and want to make sacrifice. Or the ordinary castle. Yes, I'm making sacrifice. But today, say you can't South Africa appetite. The first person fronting it,
Mandela.
So does it mean that Mandela and Kwana Konje, your friend is saying? At some point, the whole of Africa, not countries in Yinaka.
That's right.
Musicians, born. You wonder, your friends say, Obi born. You say America, Deben. Some that. Yes. Good. Yes. Said DJ Cross or Auntie or catch it all. Alaska. So these are roles a man for player, but in the end, you know, Nina Korea say one person led the liberation. That is why I obey the iconic figure, because you can't bundle a lot of people together and say they fought for independence. But when we go into the story and tell the story in graphics, in details, what me a Ghana independence movie now the Kwame Nkrumah no. How is it possible?
It is just like a governance architecture.
Yes.
So ministers of state, but you can't say nanado.
Yeah. So it is childish and infantile for anybody to seek to suggest say President Kwakwe independence that say Kwame I reject the notion say one person fought for independence. I am crasam. Because nowhere in the world, and one person are fighting for independence. But there is always an iconic figure.
That's
I'll
right.
take it the center stage. Oko India, your friend said Mahatma Gandhi.
That's right.
He's one of the biggest way in India, Alaska. Now if we say liberation as for Mulidi, you know,
no.
In Africa, there are several individuals that you come wasem. But Kwame Nkrumah role now play no I far outstanding. There is the reason why Bubodina Ghana for placing no, and again, they just make catches a Kufa do Nema or any young son in their deliberation is Alaska. UGCC was formed on the 4th of August.
That's right.
Okay. In the Founders Day celebration, almost 4th of August, and Ediaba.
Okay.
So tell me, what is the historical your friend is saying value in setting aside 4th of August? I there at the UGCC. Yaditi UGCC nearby Independence Day Founders Day because Kwame Nkrumah wasn't part of the UGCC.
That's right.
Because he left. And again, the UGCC never won our independence. And the political movement ya war now or give you birth to your independence. Okay, CPP.
That's right.
So you can't set aside 4th August. I had the birthday I had to the UGCC later no they turn out to become saboteurs, and we will tell that story in details. We ya enti nyansa be ne wom se o set aside a day at the political party, other political movement, anti-me win elections at the time. Yes, seeking for independence, element in this party were even pushing say abrofono sa kwa Kwame Nkrumah no oye mamboye ni o
Jebi Danquah letter
good independence mama mfa ma no enti enne say independence has finally come with us, and we have it here. Nipa na mu nyina mo sorry tia no say at some point all can self governance now no mo say self government at the shortest possible time. Munya ready for power. The guy was ready. And again, the mere fact that Mosati up movement or onu free abontin by a full time or yeah. No, last can make culture say the reason why Ghana for Kwame Nkrumah will be a pass omumoni dio. Kwame Nkrumah buy ya UGCC for kofa na buy to start a movement, omo idea was to put the coastal areas and some part of Ashanti region to form a country. They never had any intention say voter for northern as for Kanwo.
That's right.
But as a general secretary all year for UGCC, he had his own vision and plan. Because vision the plan and all one switching the entire UGCC put together. And the time all the years now sneaky out. To engage people in Western Togoland and then your friends at northern region. So money bomb hosono now Nkrumah tentacles now grow beyond the coastal areas in Ashanti region.
That's a
But this guy now expansive way mindset not all the year and through the struggle no as for no go through a lot of stuff or no munina Alaska it got to a point on any movement in about winning elections. So if there is any political party, you bet me crediting for winning the independence for this particular country, ACPP,
and yet UGCC,
and yet UGCC. So it doesn't make any historical sense. It doesn't make any your friends saying academic sense. So we'll set it aside the data at UGCC. Now we're in the Founders Day, and I'm going to say everywhere. Over Nigeria. Your body, the Omoro Garden as a founder. Okay, America, Alaska, a lot of people died in their struggle. No man cost but then you can't America, need freedom, need way. Much of the credit goes to your friend said George Washington. 2.3. Because of that incredible role or player. But Abraham Lincoln, Yakuno, or Titia movie, and not before got one or so, at their war, Nukuno. President, all because they believed in the State of the Union, which other people didn't want.
That's right.
So these people died at some point for a cause, for a reason. But yeah, can't find this. And I ain't even study for a moment. At least there must be one single person out there who play an outstanding role. Other person, who found as a lead figure, or be a better. But we no, because of desperation. And ya babenya to me, 80 to me, yen cemented the authority of these people. Now yam putu yam country Ghana for say, omono fighting for independence. Alaska. So okay history. Now we have logical, coherent analysis, very incisive analysis about near me fast to see you can only conclude say JB Danquah was nothing but a traitor.
Oh, you a traitor?
Yes.
Wow.
Not just a traitor, he was a criminal saboteur. Yes, Alaska, he was a traitor and a criminal saboteur because this is a guy. You says he pay independence, and some days here will be any hot.
That's right.
Based on account I available in the agent swaka, you struggle say pay independence. Some chroma crats in the moon or through moon. Now say independence now open up for the Bema. Why then do you engage in constant correspondences with our friends?
That's right.
Mom find independence in my Abraya to a man Kroma when you know. They were still exchanging with them say independence, they are ready. Mom for my end.
Just almost started connection a bribe.
And that particular Adiana we are will unscript you of every tag be our war. Or any attachment be award to Ghana's independence, that single act and I will pose to fight is independence in the manner. Take away everything from you. You cannot take credit for the independence anymore. Because at this point, you have become a criminal saboteur, not an enabler.
That's right.
What I say? And the one now my buy or when you to me Sabi, I didn't say Bruno cannot come and rewrite the political history of this particular country and seek to impose on us. These criminal saboteurs are in the past, and again, JB Danquah and Chromaji independence now, They never relented though. Bonnie and they were mutima. Omu making sure say Nkrumah will not succeed. No, they never stop. About no prison. The guy I can say you see and celebrating as a national hero. No, he was charged with treason. That is the biggest, the heinous crime in the country. Right. Prison.
Near.
Nipa no almost say young crediting no. He died in the prison as a petty criminal.
Wow.
Our jail, he was writing letters, and I have a copy of his letter here, writing to Kwame Nkrumah, reminding him, Kwame Nkrumah so by and Adam for no deba and deba me free, but you are down the book, Ukrainian, so you be kind now of a book, so I didn't have whole lot of stuff.
The supposed
hero, no, he died in prison like a petty criminal. Kwame Nkrumah na chene koto because of niama no mo ye enabati we yakoto bombo ha ene we yakwa say enti bombo to no de omo nananom sha se na Osama bin Laden kra nim se de ya chechire bombo. Yes, akufo adno omo nananom sua bombo to no na Osama bin Laden na ya nwo no na wahu se ye ka we bom atu we
heredity.
Yes, Alaska. I say the Yano for one to bomb moye. Now the omu you want to bomb was Sanke, Alaska. And to Omuna bomb no they are experts. And the Nipana Akufo-Addo desperately seeking to impose him on us. Say Onana Ghana be Jiran Sono. Alaska. And you're true. And this your fans are founders your fans are the big says yeah can was a man for kind. Big says and it doesn't mean that they fought for independence. So Samra Amu declare positive defiance and as if our brofon chichi nipa they arrested 6 people.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that they arrested 4. Omokofa last one, Omoko na other guy at fie hobby. And yachi na kan ho. So one of them was even arrested by accident. And I did see newspaper a label said the big sis have been arrested. I don't know big says you way book you.
Just like Munje 3.
And I can't independent almost started a struggle as for UGC is in the power for me power grant.
That's right.
Nisika on the swan Kwame Nkrumah de ba ye bibia. So how can you talk about big says power grant and can? But these people have circumvented this big history and I tried almost desperately no sabe ya JB Danquah bebum and no ho asema na ye kan. Na JB Danquah so na bra bobo ye nyina no odiko we prison. Eko wu ye prison jail man oko wu jail and independence in the rule in the party will play or hefa. So you need to accept it say Kwame Nkrumah me bo bia man say yensom no because of the rule player na Akufo-Addo was seeking say university na we no University of Ghana yam fanto JB Danquah na what be say rule ben and a JB Danquah player University of Ghana enu nti no chin a yentam university yam fanto no Alaska Legon na ohodada. Abrofo no time no. Na University College of Gold Coast.
Exactly.
Affiliated to London University. Say university a college or need the power to award degree.
Okay.
You need to be affiliated to a particular bigger university. So Legon as a college then was affiliated to London University. Oh, school we are a school now outside never more certificate. Good. Yeah, Nkrumah and they changing the name no to your friend saying University of Ghana. Oba no and Cromwell school no man more first class in automatically he gave all of them scholarship to go and study direct PhD. So none of them require a year masters. Sabe obenya abrofo no kwa they need a replacement.
Right.
And do all first class you will not go and do masters. Straightforward you go and do PhD. Because government amount scholarship and most of them left to study to get a PhD, came back and teach there. And if there is anybody who play a phenomenal role, you're crediting with University of Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah, David Danquah Robert no player. And Akufo-Addo over the years has been screaming and desperately seeking to rename the university. But he hasn't been able to tell us what he did. Tech ye Okumasi, and the same thing. The same thing. And a guy established here and a crowd the other two than it and Kwame Nkrumah influence transcended beyond the borders of Ghana, Alaska, Oko Egypt, Ethiopia, wine, Omo. I'm told some Nkrumah Oko mind be Africa and Nkrumah do musika so.
That's right.
It tells you there the legacy that the guy left in his wake it transcended beyond the borders of this country. And I'm asking say Oko Togwa Omunima dey FN JB Danquah. Just be honest and tell me, Oko America now born Nkrumah, omu related to Ghana because of the outstanding role guy who play. Yeah?
The Millennium.
Yes. With him, omo tuaba said the Millennium Mine omo ye no. most of the recent journalists, they knew Africa, the Omunima Mandela.
Okay.
So I'm to Abana and Kroma Wene, then they went to Mandela Kubis and said, Madiba. Now what he had I say Kroma be a win, honor win your friends. I said Mandela besides and I'm me, winning for crime to Abamano. Mandela Nankasa Toma, Kroma, our know.
That's right.
That is how great the guy.
One Toma Jebi.
Jebi Danquah di woman no be at Abamano. Massa. Oh no, I'm told assemblyman or when you Chebi baby. And I am born on him and cause he knows at the bay. Alaska, we need to get serious. So, and as a Kufado, ne cohort over the years, they've been in this country. I mean, yes, Akufo-Addo from Afghanistan, he has been here. So, Alaska, if legitimately you think, say, these people play a phenomenal role in as a former. Over the years, nya fena Akufo-Addo nya to me o nya to me na che Kufuor time na se for nyina enka o ma start sa de we but now no all that you are doing is to rewrite the political na your problem na se political history of this country Akufo-Addo na last December na okay your problem na se political history na Akufo-Addo
ohun say na dwumu ndo be
unim dia me pa kire men nya ho say unim your problem na se political history of Kroma enya na Akufo-Addo and you don't need to be told say on na be ka kire yen ko Alaska. The story, Ghana's story has been told, has been written, has been educated for several years among phoning. People already, they know the story. People are privy to the fact. And some are all over. So, and yet, to me, fear be a when you are sabi, Brapapa Crafa Bono, one farmono. Now, ye Peobia Manasa Ghana president, Asabi, the most useless president in the history of this country. One of us is on your way.
The most.
Oh, Alaska. As a president, you can't say he's useless. As a person, because you'll be papa, wabobra, and his age, I think, say,
by the office.
But as president, under the Fourth Republic, tell me, the president, Akufo-Addo Swan for China. Just tell me, as president, the problem is your political history. Obi I tag you as the most useless president under the Fourth Republic way. We never say history. Only he doesn't have anything of value. Nothing to offer this country. And the time next year they've been solve problems. That is why you see him on TV on Independent on the Fourth Republic. Yes.
I've come to your home.
Yes. At that time, Ghana, no, economically, no, things are not working. The country is teetering on the brink of a possible crash. And then Finance Minister Genevieve Pacha said they've taken foolish decisions. Alaska, when was the band number 10 of videos on Mekachiro? So we are here because the government has been taking foolish decisions.
That's right.
And the finance minister apologizing to Ghanaians say, and some of the reasons why we are here, no, because of some bad decisions the government taking here. Hey, an idea.
But when was the last time we realized here?
Yes.
And why didn't Abino and answer those who took that decision? I don't know one woman who announced
yes.
The
president now need to go on his knees and apologize to the people of this country. Sanya man Ghana for a perfect hole. Now not just history education.
But let me ask this. Was the president and his people were touting themselves that they have performed better than any other government, Now on the other side, Obisu can say Oma so no,
I said and America say Alaska, Saubo Breya, you don't tell your story.
Right.
I'm for the Becama. And I'm catches Kwame Nkrumah on for so be a mobia sikam bribe obiao. Say Obin telling the story. The story has been written in plain language in countries in different languages because of the outstanding role that he plays. You see, there is something very important that always I tell people. Say when you get political power, don't pursue money.
Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah in terms of currency. Your president in the poorest man.
Oh,
he was poor in terms of currency, but in terms of personality and identity, he's the richest president ever in Africa. In terms of identity and personality,
exactly.
He's the richest, and his popularity transcends beyond generations. And Egypt now could more political museum and library now for book about Africa. Kwame Nkrumah is featured.
Sure.
South Africa, any book. Now Alaska. And the Washington Post, up as all that front page. Do you know how much you have to pay to be there? Now will be textbook, the whole textbook, no, G pages in Alpha. You think it's because Osika, and now you think because I'm saying $1 million, I said them. It is not about money. Leadership is about the kind of life I believe, the impact you make on others. Those things live forever. na Ghana how pa yɛnkɔ the past yɛnkɔ history sika bo mudin hwan na nipa kai na okroma sei
no
obi anka ye obi wunya osika na wu abusianfo kora be ku omo hama sika na ahye na asemasa but if you leave a legacy forever will be remembered and that legacy na man kroma didi ho enne wawu kura achi no oda so te ase enne because me catch about tema.
That's right.
Tema ye esi ho yo
Tema township
the whole tema na what tema no was his idea, was his creation. Samenya industrial city. Kwame Nkrumah betimi akosesa ne krom fo nzema afọ do mo be gun kan chance ase nyina ma omo. But he never did that in Kurasisem. That in Kurasisem na Kufu Addo ahya ase no.
Wa hya ase.
Oh, wa so sa ase ye nyenne. Kwame Nkrumah ba ye president no. Ngo betimi akotu nzema afọ from krom asese aspread omo. Na nkatama wo ye se ngo betimi de tema ma omo.
That's right.
Se me krom nzema afọ mo meje tema mo ma.
Afi ye be friend nzema tema.
Nzema tema. Alaska. But because the guy was selfless, he felt to say we need to do something extraordinary because our mind never can anymore. We need industry to be able to do things. Oh yeah, no, the Ghana for answer. Today politicians now last Kenyan assassin or more they are not seeking to put up anything like Tamao. Assassin or na ye kuya ho afa. Achichama yebusian for. That is the legacy that guided. Look at the factories now for spread across the length and breadth of this country.
Right.
Near mana de yako kani nyina na ebu okroma say. So it is not about say Nkrumah bribe obi anasa oyade bia o akose ebinu machi say ye money din abrabo no ba people will tell your story the name a obeja no ho na mbeka na mo ba ye sika pe papa ohene ya oti kroma okeka nsemu na da bia oba obeka nsama na manfo edi na temu social media ochi hine osahwan Alaska all the birthday GMPC sika oman sika o ene ye tam ye na ye de mawo ana so wudi di birthday na nipa do se no mudi on birthday GMPC mo musika ayo man sika
okodua nua
Alaska na se Ghana is serious country ka sankrofo we nyina emebe duru a they will have to answer for their crimes because enya wo family association linkage bi awo with certain individuals and the corridors of power ka sasika na ka won sanka utase na oman ya mercenary to this extent now you hold a significant position of influence nipa no so be no from na Kenyan sasem kira no o si na wo hye ne kutupa no mudi nsem hunu no man no obo because of the ubedi ntino you think that is it Alaska leadership no obo brabo ni say ya you end up like Debbie Danquah nobody will remember you
right
because we cannot be sitting here today and celebrating Ogaya who was nothing but a criminal saboteur ye independence no nam suma so tron krata conspire with foreigners say independence ko mun jim free nsem na nyare se betimi dia bobra bia now we yes anema we nyina you ended up in prison we are now patch us ye you because we nema nkoye ma Nkrumah yi nani mani wu ho Nkrumah no so hu asa open nipa kwa ni time den wasase so ye ono I see I'm telling you
that's right
Nkrumah is the most radical leader yenya now run is the crowd na kokunye duru if you read his books his tone language words are no use you see say no no so na ho nyo sa o
that's right
that is why ultimate face you because looking at the radicals at the time, no, you needed to be tough. That's why I keep telling people that Ghana be a we don't need a weak person to be a leader.
We don't need
no, you don't need a weak person because you cannot survive. Sometimes you have to be very vicious but very pragmatic. Obi a onim nyansa na ni timi ya den and obetimi handle this particular country. Sabaya niema engine samu. That is why Nkrumah gave it to them squarely. Said yeah, omo ehian sa na no so dem a omo no. So Alaska, Akufo-Addo or a bigger problem to solve. It's not about history classes and history lessons. And it has been told time and over. Juma Dina Edison is as president. Say, oh, me dinon for my new baby, no mine edition in Sano. Welcome. There is no single aspect of our national life and which make us we are proud of. All because of this reckless incompetence or ordinary. Now, but Jonas never solve a problem, Maya, and the history lectures in Asifon. I think he should give us a break because some of these things, we've had it to our neck. You're here to tell us the history. So, Obobra Papa, Ghana for Bonidi. But unfortunately, Abraba Obo will push him to the dark pages of our political history. Mr. Akufo-Addo Fura Kunyasua, nobody will even remember him.
right
Because Nidimba, what dream one, a yabufu, no, how, nay, your friend saying, you just wish like one mayor president.
but I say Ivan Kyei Innocent.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV. I see say a lot of people are moving from the traditional media to the social media. And PENDREAM, you are setting the pace because you bring the issues as they are. And the those are the issues. And then people are not ready for just ordinary endorsement. But people want to hear the issues. What are the issues? What are the possible solutions? So for me, I'm endorsing PENDREAM TV. And I'm recommending say, Obi Biana who feel traditional media and why you're bored with it, I'm going to live up to expectation. Your next last stop is PENDREAM TV.